Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is Tuesday today. I didn't speak to you yesterday. I don't know if I mentioned to you about my cousin in England who had a stroke on Friday. Well, he actually passed away yesterday. So, I think Kenneth was a year or two older than me. Just trying to absorb it, to be honest. I spoke to him maybe 2 months ago, looking for a chiropractic referral for Pius. A lot of chiropractors here in Ontario no longer do neck adjustments for liability purposes or reasons, and Pius needs his neck adjusted. So I thought I'll message Kenneth, who lives in the UK now, had his own chiropractic practice, and yeah, just can't get my head around it. So I didn't really feel up to chatting with you yesterday, but here I am today. But I do have 2 offerings to make up for yesterday. And I'm having a hot flash. I just went outside for a minute to see if it would go away. I've had some wicked hot flashes last night and this morning. So anyway, whatever. Let's get to today's bags. So the first bag, how about this color? This color is just amazing. It's like a grape lilac. This is all leather. This is suede. And the little decoration here is a combination of both. So this little baby is a shoulder strap. I did put an extra hole in there, but it is way too short for crossbody unless you're a Smurf, and then maybe it might work. And I can't step back enough because the couch is right here, so I can't let you see it on my shoulder. But it is, I think it's about a 15-inch strap drop, so it is quite short. It does have a couple of issues. Little bit of color loss right here. And then the majority of the damage is in the stress points of the flaps, which is always the case. But, I mean, it's on the interior. Everything else is in absolute perfect condition. Leco, made in Canada, not just a Canadian brand, made in Canada. I've dated this bag to the 80s. Beautiful little gusset. Spring is on its way. I mean, Easter's coming fast and furious. What a cute little bag for church. This would be on Easter Sunday, but you'd need to live down the street in order to get this for Easter Sunday, I feel. Zipper on the back. Goes to about here, if you can see my fingers. So that is bag number 1. Love the brass tone hardware. Just the color. This bag, if this bag had been brown or even black, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. But this color is amazing. So there you go. Very unique. Now, the next bag is a bag that I have had for years. And I've used it just, I think I had the kids' baby clothes in it at some point. I had a whole bunch of fairy lights and remnants from my flea market days. I didn't really think anything of it. And then I guess, I don't know, I was looking at stuff on what to keep and what to get rid of. And I realized this bag is a bit of a find. And it's a bit of a find. It is a duffel bag because it is Kettle Creek Clothing Company. So Kettle Creek is a Canadian brand. There it is. Look at the mess still in here. But anyway, this is a Canadian brand, Ontario-based, birthed in 1979 out of Port Stanley, Ontario, all handmade in their little manufacturing shed, basically. It was actually a historical building in Port Stanley. And I realized, like, holy crap, like, this is quite a rare find. Kettle Creek Clothing Company was not a, to my knowledge, it was not an international company or anything like that. It was a very local brand. And I have one of their pencil cases still from way back in the 80s. And I thought, oh my goodness me, I've had this all this time. So there are a couple of issues. One being that there is a little bit of lightening here. You can just see there's a little bit of color loss here. And there are some sporadic little spots along the way. And there is a stain on the interior. Does not go through to the other side, but it is there. So, and this has a little bit of a buckle on the end, but I'm not concerned about that at all. All you would need to do is put some stuff in it and it'll straighten it out. So it has the top handles and then the shoulder. So this also is a 15-inch strap drop, 15 1/4, I believe. Base is in great shape. No feet, unfortunately. So you have a zipper here and a zipper here. And I do believe that these compartments go all the way to the bottom. Yes, they do. All the way down to the seam here. The gusset is really nice. And just this little kind of decorative dart pleat or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, like I was quite stunned when I realized what this bag was. You know, might not be of any huge significance to most of you if you're not from this area, but definitely a find for anybody who was in the 80s in Ontario and were wearing our Basswegians and our Tretorns and cotton ginny sweats with the ankles rolled up, and Izod, and what was the other one? Izod, and the retailers, what were they? Benetton, Jacob. Oh, there's the other one I can never remember. I have bags from them. Club Monaco, that's it. Club Monaco, Arlie's in Penn Center in St. Catharines. These were all our 80s brands that we just loved. If you were a little bit on the preppy side, that's the kind of stuff that you were wearing. What was the other one? Izod. These were kind of men's brands. Izod. The one with the alligator. Oh, no, that's Izod. Anyway, so that's our 2 bags for today. Hopefully, if you see the listing, I mean, if you're listening to me talk about the listing, then you'll already have found out about the bag. Just, I am getting a lot of really awesome feedback from my customers that they are appreciating the videos, that they really are thrilled to actually get to see the item in real time, just to get a sense of the size, the color. I do try to do most of my videos in the morning. If you follow me, you know that, because the lighting is just so much better. It's a very, very dull day today, Leather Bag Lady weather report. It's a little bit foggy. I'm misty, rainy. We've had weather all over the place. I sat out on the deck yesterday, and here we are. It's pissing rain and fog. So welcome to Canada. Welcome to Southern Ontario. So getting ready to meet Pius at noon for some soup at the Cougars. And then I will be back dealing with all of this. Bags and bags and bags of junk. This is what I had to take off this table all on the couch to even get to do my video. We put the TV up in the cabinet. We took out the shelving this weekend, cut it out. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's been a very rough ride for me. I guess, you know, just the way it is. I have realized that, and I think I said this already the other day, I am not able to handle as many layers of stress as I once was. Maybe that's menopause. Maybe it's my age. Maybe it's me giving 0 Fs to some of the things that I used to get all bent out of shape about. Poor Pius, he's been kind of creeping around on eggshells, wondering what kind of mood I'm going to be in. I mean, we haven't really had any fights or arguments or anything like that, but definitely not as connected as we were. And I just think that that's just down to everything that's going on. We've talked about it. We're all good. But he was feeling a little bit like a ship out in the ocean, not knowing which direction it was going. So anyway, it's inevitable. Inevitable. You know, we're still fairly new into this relationship, and I have never had anybody live in here with me other than my 2 kids. So it's and that part isn't even really bothering me at all. It's just getting my head around what is going to have to happen to make this house livable. I don't want to be walking around piles of stuff and moving stuff off the bed to go to bed and moving stuff onto the bed so that I can get stuff done in the mornings during the day. And that's kind of what's happening. So, but here we are. We're making it work. We know marketplace stuff going out today. So I've reduced a bunch of prices, but I'm going to hang on to some stuff for a while. I'm actually going to use my marketplace listings, especially my all the shoes and all the clothing that I had at the co-op shop in St. George. I'm going to sell them at ridiculous prices, $2, $5. And I am going to put a business card in with every sale. And to me, I would either be paying for advertising or, you know, letting my own stuff go for very reasonable prices so that I can get my business card out there in my community. Because I really don't want to be dealing with huge shipping, especially not for the .com, because I don't include the shipping in the price. The shipping is on top. And the more people that can pick up, the better. So, and I'm trying to figure out a system. You know, when you go into Walmart and they've got the pickup lockers, I'm trying to figure out a way that I can just put people's bags in lockers. I don't know, maybe combination locks or something like that. And I'll just rotate the locks on a regular basis. Just, you know, people will have the combinations. So maybe I'll buy 3 sets or something. I don't know. And that way I can put them outside. I don't have to be here. People will have their name on whatever. I had this idea for quite a while because I was going to use the milk crates. I was going to zip tie them all together. But that's not very secure. But now that I have a handy Andy in my life, maybe we can put something together so that I can actually lock it up. And that would be amazing. And then I wouldn't need to deal with any shipping or anything like that. But obviously, if you bought it online and you were local, I would have a pickup option. And if you're buying it and you're wherever you are, then it has to get shipped. But shipping will be paid by the customer. Not a big deal for a lot of people. I hate paying shipping. I do pay it. But, I mean, if it was $20, $25 or whatnot, which shipping is for me, I wouldn't pay it. So I'm actually considering whether or not to maybe swallow a part of the shipping. I'm not sure. I'm still, my head's really not in the business game right now. So, which is too bad because I absolutely love spending my days thinking about my business and how to move it forward or sideways or whatever. But yeah, just way too much going on. So anyway, everybody, have a great rest of the day. We are, yeah, we're not doing anything really. By the time Pius gets home, it's dinner. I made dinner last night. I finally got enough kitchen available to me to start cooking. So what do we have? We had, oh, I had a chicken breast. Pius had a pork chop and mashed potatoes and vegetables and gravy. And we're almost at the end of our meat order from Nye's in Jarvis. So we're going to do a small one again. The freezer that we bought is actually not as big as we thought. So I think we need to stick with a smaller order. And we're just going to customize it a little bit. Anyway, so have a great rest of the day, everybody. And I will talk to you tomorrow.